The following broadcast contains strong opinions, playful antics, and controversial topics causing off-the-rails fun. Chances for being offended are higher than average for sensitive people. Viewer discretion is not advised. Live a little and have some fun.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Coach's Box. This is episode 199. About to roll over the big 200, and I don't feel that old. Well, I take that back. I do feel that old, but I don't feel 200, unlike probably Jim and Jarvis feel right now.
I
Fellas,
don't feel as old as Jim, so I'm good.
Yeah, great mood right now. Great mood.
Give me time.
Great. Yeah, nothing's on fire. Nothing's on fire. Everything's fine.
Well, hey, we at least know we've got one person watching tonight because Coach Rhodes said that the only way he was going to tune in is if Jarvis was on tonight.
Oh, Lord. He has
Can't
low
help it.
expectations.
When you have fans, you have fans. I mean, he knew the guns were going to be out today. Sun's out, guns out. Well, when you're running from one thing to the next, just so you can make sure you're here, you actually had it at 8 o'clock, so Jim didn't whine about bedtime, and I could be on the show.
Do we need to remind him who? Never mind.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead. No, this is not a safe place. Just go ahead.
Yeah,
what is that? I got nothing.
Oh my gosh, that's your whole thing, Reese.
Wah.
We know you ain't got nothing.
I got nothing.
Listen.
You got SAC, S-A-C.
A whole lot of sack over here. I will say this. Hey, Jim had a great take, and then he backed it up, and that was good stuff.
Boy, he did back that.
That was good. That was good. Yeah, you know what, though? That's the great thing about the internet. It is forever, and we do put out those YouTube shorts and TikToks, and they're priceless. They are priceless. You should definitely follow us. You can follow us. It's all free, by the way.
Free.
You're watching the show.
That's
you're
why
doing
it's
priceless. That's right. It's priceless.
Hey, so show 200 is next week. We're going to be right here, right?
Be there where you are now.
There.
Hey,
right,
and
there.
there's no hole in my ceiling yet.
Yet. Just you wait.
Now I
Jim
will
just said
wait.
challenge accepted.
I will be a day off surgery, so I don't know. I may flip my top.
I'm
You never
telling
know.
you, that is going to be priceless. Jarvis on the happy pills doing a show.
Depending on when he has to take those pills, he may be passed out by the second segment.
I was going to say he's probably going to be on the couch and not sitting at the table.
Hey, great question right now from one of our followers right here. Hey, quick question. Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark for WNBA Rookie of the Year? And go.
Can I go first?
Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, Caitlin Clark, hands down. No argument. No, nothing.
It should be Clark, but I think it's going to end up being Reese.
No way.
I think it's Clark. I know it's close, and I know a lot of people are making the case for Reese.
No,
but I think it's going to be Clark.
Girls basketball's already stupid for not having her on the Olympic team. So if they screw this up too, what are they trying to alienate their new fans? Are you trying not to have new fans? I never have watched WNBA until this year, ever. And the only reason why I'm watching is because I want to watch the Fever and I want to watch Clark do things that no girl has done before. Period.
Do you see she handed out 19 assists yesterday or earlier this week?
It was
Yeah.
yes, it
19
was last
assists.
night.
This
I
was
think.
yesterday.
Was it last
Yeah.
night? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then she
They
comes out and
lost,
says
though.
she's not going to participate. Yeah, but then she comes out and says she's not participating in the 3-point shooting contest.
Hey, if they could make a layup, she'd have about 30 assists.
Hey, I will
True.
say this. Hey, she hasn't had much of a break, okay, since they played for a national
Since college?
championship, and
Yeah.
well, I mean, just go right into the WNBA season. So if I'm her, I'd go ahead and just find any time I could. I say Caitlin Clark is the rookie of the year. I say that they will find a way to try to have Angel Reese by herself and or a co-rookie of the year situation. The only thing there's two things that Angel Reese has over Caitlin Clark right now. Number one, she has the most missed layups I think I've ever seen. God
Like
forbid
Bronny.
well, that's another story. And then she has more trunk space. Because there's a picture circulating of her. My God, that's a lot of trunk space. But I guess that helps.
What does that have to do with being
Because
No,
she has,
she-
I said that she has two things over Clark:
okay.
more missed layups and more trunk space. I'm pretty sure
Well,
we can
one
all fill
thing-
in the gaps of what that
Oh,
is.
my gosh. More
The one
rebounds.
thing that
More offensive
Well, she
rebounds
has
off her own misses.
14
There we go.
Everybody-
Bingo.
14
Kevin hit it.
consecutive. Was it 14 consecutive double doubles?
That's
cares?
16 or so,
Hey,
something like that.
it's easy to get it's easy to get 10 rebounds if you miss 10 layups and get your own rebound on each one.
Well,
Exactly.
That's
and
about
that's
the point.
the argument. That's the argument because you're talking about two different positions.
Well, that's
So
what I was
if you're-
gonna say.
If you're looking at it from Caitlin Clark's vantage point, you're saying, well, of course she ought to have stats because she's the point guard. She has the ball in her hands 99% of the time. If you're looking at it from Angel Reese's perspective, you're saying, hey, she's a double-double machine. Well, yeah, when you shoot from 1 foot, you ought to have a double-double every night. You play right there. So, I mean, that's
Yeah, but Clark is doing. She's not only she's she's the highest rebounding guard I think in
Right.
the WNBA.
She's in the
Right.
top 5, I think, in all the
Multiple
offensive statistical
categories. Yes.
categories.
Yeah. I'm not saying Angel Reese is a good player. If you could take all the stupid antics out, she still is not to me the player of the year or whatever. But it is Caitlin Clark, rookie of the year. No way. And Angel Reese though would make a better if she wasn't such a mean person.
Polarizing individual.
polarizing figure.
That's
You know
a
what,
better
though?
record?
And
Who's
I
got the
was
better
driving
record?
home.
The Fever does,
Oh,
I think.
I was driving home on Sunday from Indianapolis, and
Big
they were
time.
talking about this, and
Hashtag
nobody will mention this, but I honestly believe this. This is our version in this era, so to say,
I'll do it.
of
No.
Magic versus Bird. It absolutely is.
No.
For women's
It
sports?
absolutely
For women's
is on
basketball?
the women's side. For
Stop.
women's basketball, this is the version of Magic versus Larry. It truly
Why do you say no, Chris, outside of the fact that neither team is winning?
Well, because I don't think Angel Reese is the same. She's not on the same kind of caliber of a player that Caitlin Clark is. Clark is a franchise changing player. Both of those two guys you mentioned were franchise changing players. Okay,
But
I know the Lakers were
both
good.
players' stats.
They don't care about the stats. Okay, that's no. Because if I shoot the ball all the time, I should make more baskets by law of averages. At some point, I'm going to probably hit a couple. No freaking way. Clark obviously has made the Fever better. They are nowhere near what they were last year with her on the team. Reese is not changing the Chicago Sky into this world-beating team, okay? Larry Bird instantly made the Celtics way better. Magic Johnson made the Lakers way better. Not even a comparison. No freaking way.
Way better. The Fever have a losing record. It's not like Caitlin Clark's.
They
made
were
them way
they were
better.
trash.
What I'm saying is
They were
You have
trash.
the number one draft
Two-
pick and the number 3 draft pick. They
Doesn't
were
matter.
both
They're
bad.
not they're not changing. No. Clark is making them better. I don't see Reese bringing them at the same level as those other two guys. Sorry,
But
I don't
you
see it.
look at you look at where they were in college. They were arguably the number 1 and number 2 players in women's collegiate basketball the last 2 years.
No, that's big time. No, Clark
Who's
maybe.
better than those two?
Pretty sure there's about
those two?
no. Clark.
I'll throw in the girl Kamaposa or whatever from South Carolina. Those are your top 3 players in women's college basketball.
What? Oh,
Are
hey,
we-
no.
Those are the top 3 players in college
completely
basketball
discrediting
the last 2 years.
Paige Beckers in this conversation?
Yes.
Beckers is still playing right now.
I know, but
Beckers is still in
She's
college.
still-
And she's
She's
been
still
hurt.
one-
They haven't won
and
anything.
she's been hurt.
Oh,
She's
Hey,
been hurt.
I'm a Geno fan, a UConn fan. I'm gonna tell you this: they haven't done anything with her on the floor.
Yeah.
So she hasn't been healthy, and they haven't won with her. So no, she has a. You could sit here and say individually, but
Yeah.
again, you look at. I get the storyline is similar. I'm not saying that it's identical, but
That's the
I
only
see
thing
Jim's
that's
point.
close.
Well, again, I would go ahead and check their ratings, their viewer ratings. I would say that they're making it interesting.
Yeah, but
They just
I-
got
Clark-
another $200 million on rights fees.
if you compare
And
Clark,
it's because of those two.
yeah,
It's because of those two.
let me say something. If Caitlin Clark, his numbers are way higher than Reese's, though. Way higher viewers.
Yep.
Yeah,
Angel
it's not
Reese
even-
might be second or whatever. I don't even know if she is, but I know that Caitlin Clark games are way more than Angel Reese is playing whatever other team. Nobody gives a flying, you know what? They're watching Caitlin. They're not watching her.
Sure, I'll agree with it. I'll agree with that.
There
But
you
I
go.
still think when you look at the stories, this is the version on the women's side of Magic versus Larry, and I'm not walking away
the
from
stretch.
that.
And I
honestly
think
believe
the
Stretch.
fact that they're tied together. So listen, if you look at it from a movie plot point of view, they were tied together in college, just like Bird and Magic. They enter into the draft. They're trying to build up their programs. So from a scripted standpoint, it's very similar. Now, if you're going to sit here and say, are both of those two ever going to go down as in the possibly Mount Rushmore of women's WNBA players, to be determined, right? But you have to at least give them the credit, because Bird and Magic, they weren't Mount Rushmore players their first year in the NBA. They had their growing pains that they had to go
What
through
did
as
Magic
well.
do as a rookie?
Oh, I understand he won.
They won a
But
championship.
who else
dude.
did they have on their team?
He had to
Kareem.
be the center because Kareem was hurt. They
But
won a championship.
I
And you just said they didn't start on Mount Rushmore. That is Mount Rushmore.
I'm talking about of overall the greatest players in the NBA history.
Yes, he did. Yeah, he did. They don't win that championship without Magic.
Oh, I 100% don't disagree
agree
with
with
that fact. Agree with you on
Plus,
that.
he's my most favorite player ever.
Well, there you
And
go.
so I
But
will
you
hate-
also have to say, look at who was on that team and look who's on the
Yeah,
on
it
the
was
roster.
a great team, but
Who
they
was
lost a Hall of
that
Famer,
had?
a leading scorer in all of NBA until Bronny's dad, LeBron, passed him.
Oh.
Had to bring that
We
up.
might as well just talk
Yes,
about.
I had to bring it up.
Hey,
I'm Team
I
Bronny, baby.
You're what?
12
That
points.
name's like
You're gonna get
Beetlejuice around
What?
here, man.
you are going to be Team Bronny when he's playing in the G League in 3 weeks.
Not happening. He's going to
Not
start. He's going to start game one. You watch.
He ain't
And
gonna
if that
start.
happens, you want to see the Los Angeles media go out of their ever-loving minds.
Hey, he's getting the most. He's getting the most bets in Vegas for Rookie of the Year. I saw that
Hey.
on ESPN on an article.
The best thing was
Go ahead, Jarvis.
I was gonna say the best
There
thing
was
was
three-
Brown. What shit? Go ahead. You said go ahead, so I went ahead.
It's running behind. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, you're running behind, as always. Now, Jaylen Brown's take on Bronny was hilarious. Was it not?
Oh,
Funny.
Yeah.
Did you guys
Yes.
see it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they compared his numbers in one of his first games. He was like 5.
Yeah, and then he also walked it back with a tweet or something because he knew he got busted.
It was an absolute Jim Powers walk back.
But he was saying the truth. Yeah, it was a
Back
Powers.
that ass up.
Back it up. Powers, back that up. Yeah.
Oh, breaking it down.
It's a family show, Jim.
Watch
Family
out,
show.
Mac tonight. He's coming.
You better watch it. You don't want to hurt your knee.
Not tonight. There were three executives that have been out watching all these summer league games, and all three of them said that there's absolutely no way Los Angeles should have wasted a pick. And then a couple college people flat out said that Bronny couldn't crack the top 10 on UConn's last 2 national championship teams.
I agree with that.
It's 100% true. And
straight garbage.
It's like everything in the world.
Not what you know, who you know.
Yeah, it's not what you know, it's who you know, bro.
Facts.
We'd be having the same discussion if LeBron was still in Cleveland and the Cavaliers would have picked him. If he was still in Miami or if he was in Denver or Utah, they would have all picked him.
I have no issue with the pick if the agent would not have blocked him from working out for other teams and then calling and saying, by the way, if you pick him, he's going to Australia. That's the issue I have with it. I know if he's got another agent, they're going to let him work out, put him through the dog and pony show and all that stuff, and then keep the pick. But the way that this was handled from the start line to the draft was absolutely horrible.
No, I have a problem with the whole thing, period, because there's plenty of guys who are better than him that should have been drafted that weren't drafted. So for the fact that I not only do I have a problem with his agent holding the NBA hostage. We've already established that's a bunch of bull. I have a problem with the fact that they picked him, period, because you're taking a roster spot and giving it to a dude who has no business playing. Like, great. And not on top of that, you draft him 55th. He's in the second round, and you give him a 4-year guaranteed contract, not a 2-way, non-guaranteed money. You give him 4 years guaranteed. He's going to be the only clown in the G League that has a guaranteed contract that isn't, one of those trade pieces because they signed an 8-year deal and you're on the end of like a Keith Van Horn. I had to trade this guy around because we had to move the money. He's going to be that guy. And who's going to really like the fact that he's around, he's in the G League on that team, whatever it's even called, who gives a shit. And he's playing. And these guys are going to be pissed off about that guy having guaranteed money because of his daddy. It's because of his daddy. Thanks, Lakers, Daddy. Well, got me my money. Got me my money. Help me out, Daddy.
Some of those guys
stupid.
The Lakers signed Sean East out of Mizzou. He's better than Bronny.
Yes.
Not Bronny.
Not
Braun, but Bronny.
If you're some of those guys like Sean East and some of those ones that were at the tail end of the ratings at the tail end of the second round, I equate that to being towards round 7 in the NFL draft. I'd rather not be drafted and then get to decide where I want to go. So let him take Bronny. Well, I'll fall off later and I'll get a contract and decide.
Shotty said, hey, I'm going to go to LA. Bronny can be there. I can.
Well, I could beat
Hey, listen, drafting Bronny and giving him a 4-year deal just means that you get LeBron for 4 more years. So it's just like the Cardinals when they say, hey, so-and-so's coming back from injury. It's just like a free agent pickup.
Listen, I will almost guarantee that there is
Tommy Edman?
I will almost guarantee that contract that says if LeBron retires or leaves the Lakers, this contract is null and void.
No way.
No way.
No way.
I would. 100%.
They don't have that in there because they do what LeBron says. LeBron is general manager and president of the Lakers.
Yes. Jason is
Look at all the
1,000%
crap.
right.
Look at all the crappy players that LeBron's made them bring in. Carmelo Anthony washed up. I mean, the Westbrook thing was
AD,
not a smart thing.
washed
AD,
up.
I mean, AD is not washed up.
I guess. Say,
Wait,
he
you
was,
know what? I take that. I crawfish back on that one. Here's what AD is: when he's healthy and not wearing street clothes, he's a fantastic basketball player. However,
Dude, he's looked good in the Olympics.
the fact of the matter is, Anthony Davis is in street clothes watching the game about as much as I'm in street
Last
clothes
year,
watching a
I'm
game.
gonna look it up because I don't think he missed that many games last year.
Oh, that many? Did he play? Did he
But-
play in?
hey,
did he
hey,
play
hey,
in
Chris.
60?
Chris
60.
about as much as Tyler O'Neill plays.
Tyler O'Neill
O'Neal
plays
alone.
more. Tyler O'Neill plays more than Anthony Davis. Percentage of games, I bet you Anthony Davis plays less than Tyler O'Neil.
Anthony Davis
man.
played 56 games last
He didn't
year.
even play in 60 games. You
Load
no,
management.
They only
Load
played
management.
82.
Trash.
80.
Oh, only
management.
82.
That's right, Kevin. Load management.
Hey, that's
That's a
load
load
management.
of that's a
I'm
load of
sorry.
something. All right.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. That was 2022, 2023. Bad information. Sorry.
He played 76 last year.
Jesus,
Wow,
Are you getting
that-
Wikipedia?
That is a career high.
He played 76. That's a good year.
That's a
missed
career
6
high.
games.
Go tell Jordan that. Okay, tell Jordan.
This
Stop.
ain't Jordan era. These
Don't care.
That's
That's why they suck.
These, you know what? Don't play like Jordan. They're
Cupcakes.
they're what
Cupcakes.
Cupcakes.
Cupcakes. Yeah, there we go.
Should about
Big
ready
time.
to call this show the Crawdad Show.
I know we all keep crawling back because I was about to say the word. I'm like, nope. I have guns out. That's bad enough.
Clip that.
I don't know.
Wow.
Clip that.
Wow.
Ugh.
That's so bad. He's terrible. Terrible. He since he's been a Laker, he's only averaged 54 games a season.
He's won.
That's
a
it.
championship.
Oh yeah, nobody watched it.
I watched it.
Yeah, it was in a bubble. They had cardboard cutouts of people. There wasn't even anybody in the front row to jeer him.
Well, you can.
Hey,
I
Doofus,
thought
you're,
I saw
you're,
Joe
street,
West.
you're
Hold on.
actually playing. Good job.
I
You
thought I saw
jackass.
Jarvis's head during one of those bubble games on one of those cardboard things.
Hey,
Hold on. Did they get a ring? Did they get a banner? Does it say
Yeah.
champion on it?
No.
So they won.
Doesn't even count.
Does it
Hey,
matter?
Asterisk.
How does it not count?
Asterisk.
It
The
counts.
banner. The
Hey,
banner is
guys.
the shape of an asterisk.
Yes, thank you.
It's like a freaking snowflake up there. What is that?
That was
Snowflake. It's our snowflake banner.
Hey, kind of glad we keep Kevin around. I mean, I thought maybe we need to put him on assignment a few times, but that right there.
You've
Why
been on
would
his,
people-
hey,
Look at
you've been
this
on
guy. He's
assignment.
been on assignment.
All right, guys. Hey, it's bedtime for me. I'm out. I've done my job for the night.
Okay, Jim.
All right, that was low.
Kevin wants to go watch Cobra Kai.
Oh, that did come out today, didn't it?
I
Yeah,
heard.
it did.
Yeah, these people playing that they're young and they're like 40. I mean, come on.
No,
I wa-
Cobra Kai is show.
I know.
Yeah,
what
Cobra Kai is a show.
I
Yeah,
know
they
it.
are old.
What?
Yeah,
You don't know what that is? You do or don't?
I know what Cobra Kai is. Yes, I've watched it.
Well, hell, I don't know. Jason, if I say, hey, you seen that movie? You're like, I don't watch movies. I can't watch that.
Well, Cobra Kai's not a movie, dude.
Well, how do I know what you do?
It's on Netflix for crying out loud.
Well, if you were a better friend, you would know more than what I do.
If you called him once in a while.
If you cared about me at all, you would know.
I'm
did
sorry,
wa-
Jason.
I did watch the
So
wide
sorry.
receivers. The wide
Wasn't that
receivers
good?
on that. Oh, it was great.
I
Hey,
didn't
Kittle.
watch it.
I like Kittle. Hey, he kind of for me took the Cousins mantle. Like
Dude.
how we were like how Cousins was last year.
Yeah,
Hey, Kittles was good, man.
dude, Kittle and the bus that he brings the whole family, they go to away games on it. They go, dude, when he has his 3 touchdown night, he gets on there and cracks the freaking beer. I'm like, that dude, I want to go out with George Kittle just one night. Just go out. That dude, he's hilarious. He's corny, but he's funny. I really liked him. I really like Debo. Debo is like his head is like he's like really got his head on right. He's pretty cool too, man. And I'm not a San Francisco fan, but both of those guys I enjoyed them. That was a great. Devontae Adams. I think, dude, I like him.
Competitor.
Yes, he's a competitor, and that whole series was awesome. I can't wait. They're doing one in basketball.
Are they really?
They already did it. I don't know when it's coming out. Dylan was telling me about it. It's well, this kind of sucks because one of them's LeBron, but
and Bronny, obviously.
Well, I'm sure Bronny's in it.
That was in the contract.
It was in the contract. It's part of the guaranteed money.
So are we saying LeBron's gonna part of his contract is that, you know, Jerry West, they got to take him off of the logo and LeBron's got to be on the logo now?
I wouldn't be surprised if that actually happened.
I will quit watching the NBA.
I bet you wouldn't.
Bronny bouncing off the rim after his shot.
I will say after going to LA, Shaq's statue was probably one of the best ones. Man, he's up. They got him dunking and hanging. It's awesome. But I got to get Magic. That was my favorite one there.
Yeah, he was okay. Zach doesn't think so, but it is what it is.
Oh, I didn't know. Come on now.
Whatever.
He did not say
There's no
it.
crawfish on this one.
He didn't go to Duke.
Zach's like a
Duke.
Mark
Hey, we gotta-
Aguirre fan or some crap. To go find
I will
some
say,
random
we got
dude
to
who
get
played
into this
in the
in
80s.
another segment.
Yeah, you got some Mizzou stuff on.
Cherokee Park.
I've been watching Dylan
Stop.
playing a lot of the college football with Mizzou. It's been fun.
Wait, you actually playing it?
No, I watched. I didn't play.
You're one of those people who watches other people play video games. That's annoying.
I was spending time with my son, so yes, I did.
No, I mean like actually YouTube watching someone else.
Oh no,
play
I
video
don't
games.
do. I don't do that crap. No,
That is so terrible.
I made fun of Dylan when he did it. I'm like, what are you watching? Some
Oh,
DB playing a video game?
Defensive back.
right?
I can't
By
tell
the
you the
way-
last. I can't tell you the last time I played a video game.
I
Yeah.
played the
Well,
same
Jim
video
did.
game.
Jim did last week. It was the Atari.
It was Donkey Kong.
Frogger.
Hey,
Frogger.
Kong.
and your comment was
Asteroids.
dirty.
Asteroid.
Your comment was
No,
dirty.
it was not. No, it
It was very tongue in cheek, Jim.
Yes,
It was very
Innuendo.
By the way, this is the depths that the Republican Party has gone to.
Oh, here we go.
Hulk Hogan is talking at the convention right now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What you gonna
want
do,
violent
brother?
talk? You can only understand every other 3 or 4 words.
Come on, brother,
Did everybody take their vitamins?
and drink their milk. And,
Yes.
yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait.
Go to bed.
Hey, you know, if he was still alive, the Democratic Party should have the Macho Man come on and talk. That would have been really cool.
Man,
Yes.
Hey,
I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna wrestle Hogan for the presidency.
we all just
The WWE.
everyone but Kevin went into straight wrestling mode, and Kevin just sat there.
Oh,
That
man.
proves why you coach soccer and softball.
Clip it. Clip it.
Man, shots fired. Kevin,
Man,
your
that was-
response to that.
I am sorry, Kevin.
No, you're
After
not.
the break, because we got to give him time for a rebuttal.
I'm not crawling back on that one.
Oh my.
Hey, I
No,
made my
no.
comment on the text string. Kevin will win more games as a softball coach than Pius's football team will win football games wise.
Man, he put
Wow.
that on the air.
Yes, I did.
Hey, to all
Because
pious
Kevin
people
is
that
one of
watch
the
our
best
show,
coaches.
Listen,
Kevin is one of the best
we
softball
apologize
coaches
for
there
Jim
is.
Powers.
hey, I'll be honest, I probably should, considering I play 2 double more games than what the football team does.
That's the other thing, yes.
You get about 30 games.
I think Kevin's going to win 14, 15 games this year.
Jim's also making up for his other bad take that he said last week with an easy stone cold lock this week.
Listen,
by saying Kevin's going to win this week.
I don't want Jim's endorsement at this, especially if North Dakota State's going to end up beating Colorado at Colorado. I don't know if that's a good thing.
Dude,
if they do, I'm just. Hey,
no, it doesn't count. You backed off of it.
You backed off of it.
Okay, but here's the thing: who did South Dakota State beat last year?
Oh, listen, stop. That's what last year. We're talking
what
about
does that look even on your face? I mean,
North Dakota State's got a really good team coming back.
By the way, Chris, I did start the college pick'em group for the coaches box.
Oh yeah,
yes.
I will never.
Yeah, make sure that game is on there if at all possible.
Hold on. All I got to say is make sure Jarvis gets the link before the first week, so we don't hear him
before 8:01
that he did not get the link and missed the first week.
I already put it in. The lowest score is getting dropped. I'm not even changing it. I put it in at the beginning, so everybody gets 1 week to forget.
I forgot very first
because you'll forget.
Because then halfway through the season I'll change it to drop 2 scores when I forget.
That was back when I didn't read the group.
Didn't read.
Now
he didn't know how to read.
Now that I've learned how to
read good.
Now that I've learned how to read, I read the group chat.
Hook it on Pon. It's working for Jarvis.
I can tell you this. I read the group chat more than I ever watched the show. So, I mean,
Oh, that's a really low bar.
Wow.
Jarvis, I heard Jarvis went to the bookstore the other day and bought, you know how they got the,
you just killed that
Adobe
joke.
for Dummies and all that. Well, guess what? Jarvis got picking football winners for dummies. That's what Jarvis got.
I heard Jarvis went to the bookstore and realized he walked 1 store past the bar.
Dude, I could not tell you the last time I was in a bar.
I can. Last Thursday.
Thursday. Only because you guys made me.
No, we made you.
No. Peer pressure.
Well, if I want,
we didn't make fun of your shorts.
I gotta
make fun of your shorts.
Portal myself there.
Make fun of his lack of sleeves, I guess. I don't know.
No, Larry the Cable Guy called and said he wanted his shirt back.
Dude, I've been working all day. I've been working. I had football. It's just what it is.
He was down at Herky helping put the turf in for the new football field.
That looks.
It's looking.
Jarvis.
Yeah, I saw some pictures. It's looking really good.
What?
Jarvis.
Yeah,
talk
listen.
to me.
Oh boy.
Talk to me. What is the? And if you don't want to answer, that's fine. What is everybody happy? Is everybody happy in Herky about the turf? The reason why I bring it up is, man, with the stone bleachers, it just the ambiance, it's just iconic. Having the grass out at Dugan Memorial Field.
Here's the deal. I think that people are going to warm up to it because I just think our grass was so bad. And
it'll be hot.
And it's
so
just
warm
so
up.
I agree, but I mean it's just hard to maintain a good football field unless you don't just you have people out there every other day doing something with it if it's grass.
Yeah.
And it's hard. And plus then it's going to be we can use it for so many other things. And, softball season and it pours, but then at practice time, it's good or whatever, or we're not on it. They can use it. Baseball season, they can come use the football field maybe. There's just so many things that can be done with it. And I think the bleachers are still always going to be a nostalgic thing at Herculaneum. I do know that, some people have questioned it, but I think just for price, taking care of grass is becoming more expensive, I think, in my opinion, than rolling
it
it out.
absolutely has. Yeah.
And
I mean, what's
you pay someone to take care of it? Oh my gosh. You're talking. I just think I think our field's going to be very unique. They've done some different things with it. I mean, we're going to black end zone it, whatnot. The way they've decided to color it, and the huge black cat in the middle. I just don't see how you couldn't like it.
I mean, you look at Webster Groves and what they did, and you guys know Moss Field and, all the great players and the great games that have happened there, and they passed their bond issue, and but they basically took everything. They took the stands out, the press box and all that kind of stuff.
That will never happen at Hergy, ever.
Yeah, but they just gutted it all. And I actually drove past there the other day, and Herky's is looking great, and their facility is going to look fantastic once it's done.
Well, and then once we get that nice gym back there behind it, oh man, sweetness.
Yeah,
it'd be great. It'd be really great.
Give you that
they'll name
practice
it
gym.
The Jason Jarvis Court.
Oh, come on. That ain't going to happen.
Jughead Court.
Jughead number 4. Now we're going to name something else. Actually, I guess that's Weston, maybe. But anyway.
And Dylan's like,
Hashtag.
what?
Oh, wait. I skipped
Weston
Dylan.
make it.
Yeah.
Weston make
Already forgot. Hey,
He's out of the house.
He's out of the house.
Weston may get to play basketball on a court played named after his father. How poetic would that be?
Like
Ronnie James.
Hey, let's be real. I don't even know if Weston will go to Hergy, bro. I mean,
Whoa. That's
just
not a good take.
Dude, I will be retired by that time.
So I
don't plan, and I'm never going to be able to afford to get out of this basement. So,
better living in the doghouse.
Yeah, that's true.
I was going to say, better than the garage where Chris is in right now.
Oh, yeah. I was going to go there, but you beat me to it, Zach.
Hey, Coach Rose is watching because I'm on here, baby.
All right, we're going to go to a commercial break right now. Thanks, Zach.
Good.
You suck. Come back. We'll probably talk some college football. Be right back. Watch Coach's Box, and Jason's already gone.
I'm a bee, and I bumbled my way into your car. Buzz. But this hive isn't big enough for the both of us. Boo!
Oh, wow, what a buzzkill. And if you don't have the right auto insurance coverage,
Paying for this could really sting. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem. Like me.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands?
It's Between Takes with Daikin and Dave Mars.
Good. All right, next set up.
Hey, Dave, we got another question about energy savings. And this is a good one.
Yeah, efficiency is so important.
Didn't you just talk with Daikin about this?
They said energy efficiency is the key to a happy marriage. She gets the temperature, I get the savings.
Good to know. I'll tell them to check with their local Daikin dealer.
All right, back for one.
Give Home by SMCI a call today at 636-337-4444 or email them at service@homebysmci.com.
Entertainment, you need full-length content, you need the Real Fresh channel. Hey, I'm Half Fresh from the Real Fresh channel. Subscribe today on YouTube. We have new content. We are a network of podcasters putting out new stuff every single day. Whether you need sports, pro or college, whether you need comedies, whether you need pop culture, whether you need wrestling, we've got so much content on there. Gaming, check it out. Live, not live, we've got it all. the Real Fresh channel. Subscribe today.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Coach's Box. This is our second segment of our 199th show. It's a show about nothing. It's literally a show
Jarvis
about nothing.
is not here. Shocking development, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, he must have had to go take a tinkle. But guess what? We're here, and we've been here.
Goes on.
The show goes on. We've been here, and you know this has been a it's kind of interesting. Is I had a little chance to reminisce a little bit, and I will do more of that next week when we have our 200th episode live from right there where Jason just jumped into the screen at Jughead number 3's crib. You can find that in good old Crystal City, Missouri, if you want to, try to find it. Sure, Jason shared that address.
Yeah, let's not share the address.
you want to listen, Jason have a lot of friends who come over and hang out with him since he's so busy. So if you want to have an ice cold beverage with Jason, his address is anyway. Appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. Everything is free. We make sure it's free. If you like our show, please make sure that you subscribe, like, share, comment, everything, all the above. You can be like Coach Rhodes, who has commented on the show, and of course by some of the other folks who've commented already. You're watching on YouTube, Facebook, and the X, thanks to Elon Musk. And again, we enjoy having you guys tune in because we enjoy doing this. It is our favorite social it's one of our favorite social getaways of the week, to get away from our normal lives. But I'm going to go ahead and jump right on in. Zach,
Chris,
what is so damn funny?
Just that, because you're saying from the garage.
I don't even know what.
And the screen's frozen right now.
Oh no.
Oh well. I don't know what to tell you.
Chris's screen was frozen for a minute.
Good.
You're in the garage, bro?
Yeah. Hey, my internet right now is top notch. My internet right now it says it is full speed ahead. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe it's just the fact that
it's full on something.
Yeah, probably. Oh well. So Zach, why don't you go ahead and lead us into our next topic, since you can't contain your girlish giggling.
All right. Sorry. All right. So hey, SEC Media Days happened this week. I think they basically wrapped up today. 16 teams in the conference. You've got a couple new ones that they added in Texas and Oklahoma. But guys, the team that I want to talk about first and foremost tonight, Jarvis, MIZ.
CRU.
There we go. I'm going to ask you this question. Now, if I need to go over the schedule with you guys again, I will before you answer. But
we just did this.
I know we did, but for some of us, we have trouble remembering things, right, Jason?
Jarvis.
But anyway, but anyway, my question to you is this, and this is the debatable topic. Does Mizzou have to win 10 in order to get into the new playoff?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Can they do it?
Yes.
I still say they lose 2. I still say they are going to lose 2 of that 3-game gauntlet that they've got to go through.
I don't like you, Jim. Shut up.
They're winning 10.
You're saying 10-2, Kevin?
I am saying 10 is yes. Maybe 11.
I'm saying 10. Shoot.
Saying 10. Now, does their schedule?
I say they win at least.
Do they have? I'm saying 10-2, but I mean they're going to lose 2 games.
Yeah, I still think they're going to win 11, but I say they win at least 10. To answer your question, Zach.
Yeah, at least 10. But I'm shooting for the stars, baby. We're going 11, 12. Let's go.
Okay. Does their schedule
freaking go?
Does their schedule hurt them when it comes time for playoff seeding?
You know who you sound like right now? You sound like Jim.
Yep. Not if you win 11.
It's called an open-ended question, Jason. Try it sometime in your class. I'm just saying.
At this point, who cares about seeds? Just get in.
But I'm saying, do they have if they falter and win 9 games, does their schedule hurt them in getting into the playoffs?
Yes.
They won't get in if they only win 9. But I don't think any team gets in only winning 9.
Right.
I don't think any team does either winning just 9.
I think with the way the conferences are and they're so big, a lot of teams are going to fall into this. They don't have to play everybody type of thing with the schedules. And that's the Big 10. That's the Big 12.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be the ACC and the SEC. So there's not going to be anybody that really wins that gauntlet of games or has that monster schedule to do that with. Do I wish Mizzou played a little bit higher level in their non-conference games? But I also realize that these were made 3-4 years ago.
Sure.
And I think that they're prepared to do that. You have to wait until that cycles through in order to do that.
Well, a lot of that's going to change probably next year because you're seeing some teams already knocking one of their non-cons off next year. So I think the 9-game schedule in conference is coming sooner than later. And that will make things a lot easier. But I agree, you have to schedule at least one really good team in your non-conference scheduling. It could be a group of 5. I mean, you've got to get rid of, playing. And as much as, the Missouri Valley Conference benefits from playing Mizzou, whether it's, Western Illinois or Morehead State, I mean, that's a $250,000 game for that school. That pays for a lot of stuff. Mizzou can't play those types of games anymore. And, I agree. They've got to win 10. If they win 9, and I think anybody that wins 9 is going to be looking from the outside looking in to the 12-teamer.
Only one of their 4 non-cons is from a Power 4 conference, and that's Boston College.
Boston College, yeah.
Yeah, and you're looking at your UMass. Who are they still even really Division I?
Yeah, they are.
Wow. Or is that 1-2A or whatever that is?
They're
FCS, aren't they?
No. They are full-fledged Division I.
They're independent.
FCS.
Oh, okay. So they are FCS. All right.
Yep. See, I knew that too. Yeah.
Good job, Chris.
Yeah.
Chris, what do you think? We haven't heard Chris and Jason. What do you think?
I mean, go ahead, Jason. Go ahead.
Well, Mizzou's going to win 10 or 11. They're going to win more than Ohio State, and they're going to make the playoffs. So and if they have to play Ohio State again, they're going to beat them too.
Not this time around, buddy.
And
not so fast.
Not so fast, my friend.
Okay.
But to answer Zach's question,
you've already
Zach's question about the strength of schedule hurting them, yes, it's going to. And if they fall to where I believe the preseason poll comes out tomorrow, I think they wait till the Friday after the media day is over with. A lot of people are putting Mizzou at either 4 or 5 right now. A lot of people are saying it's going to be Georgia, Texas, Bama, and then Mizzou and Ole Miss in that 4 or 5
So
slot.
you're going to tell me if they're 4 in the SEC,
You mean
right? You're saying 4 in the SEC, right?
Yes.
Okay, you're saying the SEC rankings, not the AP rankings. Because
Right,
AP always comes out in August.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the SEC media.
Yeah, if they are 10-2 and they are 4th in
They
SEC,
don't make it.
No, yes, they do.
Their strength of schedule, Jason, will hurt them.
We've already argued about this, Jim.
I know, and I'm right.
This will also all depend on how the top end of the Big Ten turns out to be as well.
Yeah.
Because if it is just like, let's say it's just Michigan and Ohio State, and then there's a really pretty big drop off to that third place team, Mizzou's got a better, that fourth place team in the SEC is going to have a better shot.
Don't you have Oregon?
12, the Big 12,
I mean,
the Big 12 is not deep enough in order to withstand that. They'll be maybe one team. Oklahoma State may have a shot at the top of the Big 12.
Yeah.
The ACC and maybe Clemson also falls off significantly.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I'm out of 12 teams, you only have one group
well, remember
of 5.
too, you've got one group of 5 in there as
Only if they're ranked in the top 25 of the playoff rankings. So if there's none there, 4 SEC teams, it's not wildly out of the question that 4 SEC teams get in.
That's what I'm saying. So if they're 4th in the SEC at the end of the whole thing and they got 10 wins, they're in.
Yeah.
But
I'm 100% they're in.
But if you look at the Big Ten, okay, you got Ohio State, Michigan, which I'm still not sold on Michigan with the new coach and a lot of pieces that they lost.
I'm sold on them more than Ohio State, but go ahead.
You've got Oregon.
Go Michigan.
You've
Go Big
got
Blue.
Oregon. You've got UCLA.
Yeah.
You've got and you also have Penn State.
When has UCLA been relevant?
Troy Aikman.
Jim, I'm going to say this. Probably have more faith in Penn State than I do the Pac-12 teams coming in, because I don't know how those Pac-12 teams integrate into the Big Ten, having to travel so much and playing a level of competition that is above each week in and week out. That is above what Pac-12 was.
Yeah, the early game of the year will be Ohio State, Oregon, and I believe that is week 4.
Okay, I have the question.
That will be how we see what will happen.
Quack quack, go Ducks, go Ducks, go Ducks.
Doug, I hate you too. I hate Doug Schaefer as well.
Yes, Chris.
I have a question.
Yes, Chris.
No.
High five to
No.
Doug Schaefer.
No, listen, Jim, I was serious, and this is a god-on serious question. What are they doing with the divisions in the Big 17 with
There's
the
no
addition?
divisions. There's no divisions.
That's
It's just like the SEC now.
So dumb.
It is
That's
just like the
all
SEC.
And soon it's going to be, there'll be 4 team divisions.
4 20-team leagues, and Zach had it mapped out, and Zach called it a year and a half ago.
Don't give him credit. Don't give him
Zach all the
credit.
credit.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
All right, so here's my next question, and Chris, you will get to answer first, or you can pass.
I didn't get to answer the last time. You guys are all
Well, then answer
a-holes
this
and
one.
kept talking.
Answer,
No, I don't give a
answer it
crap.
then.
No, whatever.
All
What?
right. So
You know what?
here's
Remember the
next
question now.
Okay, so we'll
Waiting.
move on.
Whatever.
All right.
Are
What
we
are your
moving on from
concerns?
Mizzou?
No. This is still with Mizzou. What concerns do you have about the Mizzou team this year? What are your biggest concerns? What are their flaws? What are things that might trip them up to get to their 10 wins, 11 wins?
Is the defense good enough? And does anybody get hurt? Because if anybody gets hurt, I don't know if they have that kind of depth to keep it going. I think they're going to win a lot of games if they stay healthy. And if you get Luther the ball, because he's that good. But, that's my take on it.
Well, I think they won games. They won games last year without getting Luther the ball at times.
I know, but I think they had to this year.
My 2 main specific questions for them are the secondary after losing what they lost, and special teams, kicking and punting wise. Are they going to be able to be as good as what they were in the past? I think they're going to be, but that's just a question mark until they prove themselves.
That place kicker that they got, that's a freshman, he can kick it, man.
And yes, but it's a question mark until he actually does it in a game.
Oh, I agree. I think you look at their defense, it's going to be a question mark.
That's my question mark.
Are they going to be able to replace the running back? I mean, they got a big transfer at running back. Like when we were playing the college game, he is huge on there. Like they built him like he is humongous.
Which one? Because the two guys they got, the guy they got from App State was it. I mean, he's itty bitty, and the other one they got is itty bitty. So it must be some different guys. Yeah.
If you would stop being a cheapskate and go buy the game, you would know exactly which one he's talking about.
It was not
11 o'clock tonight. 11 o'clock.
I think was it number 9? I don't even know.
Noel.
I don't remember his number, but he was a big dude.
Noel.
I think that the running back and then D-backs. I mean, we had a couple leave that were pretty good.
Are you concerned about the D coordinator leaving and going to LSU?
Yes.
That's my biggest concern with the defense right there. That's my concern.
I think it's the defense in the secondary. And I agree also the running back thing, because here's what's going to happen. If they can't prove that they've got a running game, teams are going to double burden all over the field, and that's going to make it more difficult to get him the ball offensively.
Well,
so
they got to get that ball to that tight end too, 87.
Well, they got to Norfleet. Yeah, I mean the kid from Francis Howell, who had a hell of a year last year.
He is huge.
He's got such an incredible story.
Well, they've got Theo Weiss with that the Manning kid. I'm trying to remember all the names. I can't remember them off the top of my head. But they've got 4 or 5 guys that I think can.
Well, you
they
talk
can go
about
5
running
wide.
the ball. Yes, and you talk about running the ball. They only lost one guy. They lost their, I think it was one of the tackles. So they they returned 9 guys on offense. Now, does Brady cook? Does he move up the ladder? Because right now, media at SEC Media Days, they got him at the number 6 QB in the conference. Can he be more of a game manager? Can he move the needle, so to speak, for the team, or do you think he needs to do that at all? Does he just have to be
I think he's got to be more than a game manager. I think he's going to have to be a difference guy. I think he's going to have to make some plays for them to win.
Yeah.
He has elevated, and there's no reason to think he won't elevate himself to another level again this year.
I was listening to 101, not to bring up ESPN, but they were talking about if he has the year that many of them think he will, are you putting him in the Chase Daniel question? Like,
I think so.
He's more athletic than he
maybe.
He's more athletic than
I think so.
He's more athletic. No one's more athletic than Chase Daniel. Come on, man. Look, he was the epitome of athleticism.
He's a fullback in a quarterback's ball. I mean, he was a
He's not Jared Lorenzen.
So listen, that requires Mizzou to get ranked number 1 at some point in the year, because Chase Daniel had Mizzou ranked for 1 week at number 1, had them playing really, really well.
I don't think that'll happen.
No. I don't think it'll happen. I'm not going to be surprised if by some way of it might happen. I'm not going to be surprised by it, but I don't think it will happen.
Uh-oh.
I don't think.
Damn it, Kevin, you gotta say it again.
No.
Yeah, say it again.
I don't think it will happen, but I won't be surprised if it does happen.
If they win the 3-game gauntlet, they're in the top 3.
Oh,
if they win all 3, they're undefeated.
Right. And they'll be in the top 3. But you got to remember, they're not playing Georgia this year, and they're not playing Texas. A lot of people are thinking
if they're undefeated after that 3, they're top 1 or 2.
They're top 3. They're probably number 3.
Shut up your third.
If they're undefeated in the SEC, they're top 2.
Yes.
Okay, so who are you saying? Who are you saying are the big 3?
Can I just say you've got Ohio State, you've got Michigan, and you also
go ahead.
Yeah, Jim, you're not wrong, but the bias towards the SEC and toward very real when it comes to rankings.
And the
Right.
SEC
And
reigns
if Ohio,
way
put
more.
it this way, I will tell you right now, if Ohio State, Georgia, and I'm not saying this because I'm an Ohio State fan,
Yes,
but if
you
Ohio State, Georgia, Texas, and Mizzou are all undefeated at that point, Mizzou will be number 4.
I can't believe this dude don't have red and silver on right now.
Hey, I'm representing Mizzou tonight. Because you all think I hate Mizzou.
Okay,
You
I
did
don't
that.
hate
You
Mizzou.
did that to me
I'm
at
just
sport
being
ads.
realistic.
Zach,
Yeah.
your question.
Who's the
top
big three?
I think it's Oklahoma, it's Alabama, and it's A&M.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Mizzou's going to be in the preseason. Mizzou's going to wind up being overranked or having a better rank than Oklahoma and A&M. A&M and Oklahoma might not even be in the top half in the SEC ranking.
Oklahoma will.
So,
Oklahoma will.
you think they'll be 6 or better?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Well, you
Their
gotta remember,
quarterback is legit. Their quarterback is legit. They've got 2 unbelievable wide receivers, and their defense is really flipping good.
Okay,
I hate
you've got
Oklahoma.
Georgia, LSU, Mizzou, you got Texas, you've got Ole Miss, you've got Tennessee. Okay, there's 6 right there. I mean, just looking at that. So who
all
gonna
those
have
teams should be in the
Oklahoma?
college football playoffs. Everybody, put them all in there. The SEC
That's right
is the
there.
college football playoffs.
Who are you putting?
they should just do
Oklahoma.
an SEC
Oklahoma.
tournament.
Should.
I mean, what Oklahoma didn't have that good of a record last year, did they? I know first year Venable was only like 6 and 7 or something. I don't know what they had last year.
Hold on, I'm pulling it up.
Oh gosh, you guys are so prepared for the show.
I didn't know we were going to talk
don't-
about Oklahoma.
It was a show about
Well, I'm
nothing.
just saying.
It's all about nothing.
I don't know.
Hey, when
I just
Jim
don't know if
talks,
they're
it
going to
is
be in the
about
top half.
nothing.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Jarvis. I
And
appreciate
A&M
you,
definitely
brother.
won't. New coach. The A&M definitely won't be in the top half. So again,
Well,
big 3. What?
Well, Zach, here's your problem. You're using
Yeah.
logic of voters in which to see how they're going to do this.
Right.
Hey,
right.
Well,
Kevin,
hold on.
Kevin,
Well, what you're
Here's
saying is-
are you talking now,
talking-
Zach? Let me ask you a question, Zach. Are you talking about the preseason SEC rankings,
Right. Right.
Yes.
Zach? Okay, you are. So this is a media poll. This is the media voting on it. Okay, I will tell you right now, Mizzou will be lucky to be 4 or 5 because of the media. I mean, if you heard some of the stuff out of the media days this week, I mean, it was there wasn't a lot of good talk about Mizzou. Even though I will say, Drink's presser was really good, and the things he said about Mike Leach being in the College Football Hall of Fame were absolutely spot on.
He's the
Because-
drink. Of course, he's spot on. And
for
Mark
God's sake.
Langhauser is spot on right there. But
There you go, Rhodes. Stick
yeah.
Oklahoma was 10-3 last year.
bomb. Okay.
They lost
In the Big 12. In the Big 12.
Yeah, in the Big 12.
Yeah, they lost to Kansas. They lost to Okie State, and then they lost to Arizona in the bowl game, which they didn't have half their dudes either. So there it is.
I hate that being an excuse for anybody. I'm not saying it because Mizzou beat Ohio State. I'm saying the fact is you got the rest of those guys coming in. You are ranked whatever point in the season you're this ranking. You have to have some kind of depth to show up at a bowl game to compete. And if you don't, that's a BS excuse for any
That's the way.
school.
Unfortunately,
I don't care.
That's why the transfer portal should not be allowed to be open until after the national championship.
I'm
game.
saying
then open it up and let it go. Let it rip.
Nobody's listening to this. I'm saying that for someone to say they lost that game, but they didn't have all their guys it's a bad excuse for any team because everybody deals with it. You always lose somebody.
It's
So
not
who
like
cares?
it's not like you're recruiting 2 stars, half a stars. All those guys
Half a
on the
star.
depth are all 4 or 5 stars.
I didn't see the walk-ons come out there, did they? I mean,
right.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm here to play. Oh my gosh! Oh gosh!
Oh, Lighthouse said I'm finally right about
blow the
whistle.
Wayhauser, you say that, but he was making fun of your legs all last.
Oh, he knows because
that was me. That was definitely me.
No, I said it too, and he threatened to sue me, so I had to apologize.
What?
Threatened to sue you?
This is America. That's what you do now, apparently.
Hey, he's an archdiocese as an employee. He doesn't have that kind of money to sue anybody. He's not going to do it.
Oh my goodness!
Well,
all right, we are.
If you
We
would
are
have
going to have to go to break.
Well, if you would have saw him, don't let me go there. If you'd have saw him reffing my daughter's game, I mean, I gave him 5 stars.
Wow. Oh, look at.
I can tell you this: he can get up and down the court better than Powers.
You're right.
Listen to you. All right, we come back. Our third and final segment of the Coach's Box. Call it like we see it podcast. We'll be right back.
I'm a bee, and I bumbled my way into your car.
Buzz.
But this hive isn't big enough for the both of us. Boo!
Oh, wow, what a buzzkill. And if you don't have the right auto insurance coverage,
Paying for this could really sting. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem. Like me.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands?
It's Between Takes with Daikin and Dave Mars.
Cut. All right, next set up.
Hey, Dave, we got another question about energy savings. And this is a good one.
Yeah, efficiency is so important.
Didn't you just talk with Daikin about this?
They said energy efficiency is the key to a happy marriage. She gets the temperature, I get the savings.
Good to know. I'll tell them to check with their local Daikin dealer.
All right, back to 1.
Give Home by SMCI a call today at 636-337-4444 or email them at service@homebysmci.com.
New entertainment, you need full-length content, you need the Real Fresh channel. Hey, I'm Hal Fresh from the Real Fresh channel. Subscribe today on YouTube. We have new content. We are a network of podcasters putting out new stuff every single day. Whether you need sports, pro or college, whether you need comedies, whether you need pop culture, whether you need wrestling, we've got so much content on there. Gaming, check it out. Live, not live, we've got it all. The Real Fresh channel. Subscribe today.
Welcome back to the Coach's Box. This is our third and final segment of our 199th episode of this show. If you're watching, you're probably watching on Facebook, YouTube, or on the X. Hey, welcome back to the show, Jarvis. You're just like all the viewers, except they were here first. If you like our show, please continue to support us by liking it, subscribing, and commenting and sharing and doing all of those
Hey,
things.
Jarvis would have a detention. You realize that? He's been tardy to all three
no.
segments.
I wouldn't know. I'm not the dean of students anymore, so I don't give out detentions and discipline. Sorry.
Kevin Leghauser said you've been put on double secret probation.
Wow.
I can read, Jim.
Well, I know you can.
He can read good.
I was transcribing for Jarvis.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So I'm not sure what the show about nothing is going to talk about in our third and final segment, because we sure as hell didn't have a plan for this show, because
Zach wants to talk
nobody
about Tiger
wanted
Woods.
to talk about anything else. Tiger Woods, Tiger needs to continue playing. Just stop.
Zach, I'm gonna be like a 10th grader and give you an excuse for my tardiness.
Okay. Gaslight me.
Right outside my door here, right? The door over there. Yeah. See that door? It goes
Hey, look at a hole in the wall.
Yeah, there's a hole in the wall.
There is no hole in the wall. Right outside that door, I'm smoking some chicken thighs, and oh my gosh, I just went out there, and man, it smelled good. I can't wait to.
Speaking of which, what's going to be on the menu next week for the 200th show at Jughead 3?
Well, I can tell you this: what can I eat with one hand? Because that's what it's going to have to be. I'm not going to be able to use my right arm.
Oh,
Did
man.
you understand how crabby I'm going to be next week? I might be worse than
More than normal?
I am.
He's gonna have to learn how to wipe with the other hand.
He said it. He went there.
Okay.
He went there.
I'm so glad you brought this up, because I was thinking about this outside.
And the show is at a new low.
I was thinking about this outside. I was like, how can I bring up? I got to wipe with the other hand. I'm not doing the front to back bull crap that you all did that one night. You guys asked everybody which way you
Not
like.
you guys. That would be this guy right here. That would be Chris Miller asked that.
I sure did.
That's a disgusting dude.
Jason, I'd like to ask you a few questions here.
So Jarvis, you have a week to put in a bidet. That's all I can think of to help
I don't
you
have
out.
a week.
There it is.
I don't have a week. I'll get my surgery done Tuesday. But
It just goes through the window, man.
my wife keeps talking to me. My wife keeps saying, you need to get a bidet. I'm like, I can do it. You're saying I can't use my left hand, and I've been practicing.
Oh man, my stomach really hurts. Hang on. Let's call in the lefty. Call in the lefty from the pin.
Hey, we're gonna see
So
Jarvis.
I've already decided. Wet wipes it is, man. It has to be.
Dude,
Jarvis is going to be one itchy son of a gun.
No, I'm not, dude. I am not going to have a dirty, crusty butt. Nope,
Get the hose. Get the hose.
Yeah, hey, Jeff Bidet, just take that hose through the side window of the bathroom.
Yep.
Just put the nozzle on it there.
Okay.
I am not. No way. I mean, I live in Jefferson County, but I don't live in like Jefferson R7. So okay.
Have you ever used a bidet, Jason?
No.
Okay. I am 40 years old. I didn't use a bidet until I got the job at Fox. Fox has one place in their school.
Hold on. Wait, what?
I'm not joking. There is a
Test scores.
Okay.
We don't care about test scores.
Shut up.
Let them finish this.
Shut
This
up.
is awful.
Okay. So where the officials change for basketball, okay, in that little room that's right next to the gym. Shut up and listen.
I know
Tell
where
the
you're
story.
talking about.
Oh, my head hurts.
That's where certain kids who can't do that themselves were taken, so that way they could use the bathroom. They put a bidet in there and they left it, and that's what they use when the officials are changing. So they have access to the bathroom that has
Langhauser has bideted.
Oh, he probably has. And I'm like,
Oh,
All right. Well, I'm going to see what
It
this
is
is like.
condo. Yeah, he does.
Okay. Now, I'm going to be honest, and I will front myself out on this. So I'm looking at it, and I'm like, it's just one of those that just, lays over and hooks to the toilet. And I'm like, huh. And I push the button, and that water shot up out the toilet and hit the mirror right over top of the sink. And I'm like, oh, God. Oh, man, whoa.
That sounds like way too much thrust.
Okay. Now, Jason, if you never used one, you're in for a little bit of a shock. But after that, dude, I'm telling you right now, I want to put one in the house. Like, it is so. I'm like,
so everyone that's told me they've gotten one. Ryan Picarella is the kid I coached at Crystal, right? I'm gonna put him out there. I don't give a.
Oh, Picarella.
Easy.
Good
Easy.
save.
See
Good
that?
save.
Was a save right there. Boom. But anyway,
nice job.
He goes. He did a video when he got his bidet. He did a video, and he said he'll never go back. He had to have it.
There you go. See.
So how do you use the 3 seashells? Name that movie.
No. Demolition Man.
Yep.
I'm just saying.
Hey, Jim, do you really think cheap viewers don't want to watch our show?
I took care of it, Jim. Don't worry.
Hey, let's talk about college
It's
football
free
25.
viewing. It's free viewing. Go
Okay,
ahead.
yes. College football
free.
25. By the way, what's that guy? What's the game like, guys? Anyone?
I'm waiting till 11
It's
o'clock
great.
tonight.
Hey, I will
It's
tell you
awesome.
this. I'll tell you this.
I got it. Let's go.
The number.
I just haven't mentioned it.
Have you played? No, you wouldn't play with Mizzou. But if you did, that D tackle they got from Florida is takes up the whole screen. He is huge. He's number 9, I think, and he is huge.
I'll be honest with you. It is a lot like NCAA football 14.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a lot like it. Zach's asked me questions like, what's whatever the individual mode is. I don't freaking know. I'm playing dynasty mode, bro. I am not playing the
Road to
single
glory.
player road to glory.
Right.
Hell no. I'm gonna no. I'm
Chris,
gonna
are you
try-
playing in any leagues yet?
No,
Are you
I
playing in
always
any
play
leagues yet?
offline. No, I think it's dumb. I don't like playing
There's-
online.
Oh,
There-
Dylan plays online all the time.
Yeah,
No.
I'm in 2 leagues, I think, right now that are going to start in a couple weeks because they want to let everybody get a chance to figure everything out.
No, because I want to play at my own pace, so I'm going to play offline. I'm just going to play dynasty mode, and if I get fired from Mizzou, which it'll probably happen, then listen, guys, I've worked at a lot of places, so I understand what it's like to get fired and move. Okay,
Hey, wait, hold on.
I'm in first, Jason.
You are in first place. This
Yes.
is district number 8, isn't it?
Yep, it is.
Yes.
Clap it up, Jack. You'll be catching me pretty soon.
Oh, probably.
Wait, I always say that with all the love in the world because there's only 2 coaches in this world. There's coaches get hired and coaches get fired. I mean, it's just the way it is.
Hey, quote that Dookie. I don't care. Anyway.
But no, I gotta tell you though, I enjoy
It's
playing
awesome.
it. I've missed playing it, and I got it. I'm like, okay, I'll play for a little bit. I was like, I'm addicted to this, man. I want to keep going. I want to keep playing. And I gotta go to bed. So
I was trying to sleep last night, and it was like, I don't know, 1:30 or so. I could still hear Dylan's butt downstairs. I'm like, dude, go to bed. Quit playing the freaking video game.
No, it's good, man. I mean, I saw a meme today on Twitter, and it was one of those Flex Seal tape, like where the tank is leaking, and it said world's problems right now, and then underneath it says what the world needs, and it was slapping college football 25 on the league. It's like, what brings us together? Bam, slapped up. Like, that is perfect.
So
Because it is so far. I mean, I'm sure there's flaws and there's other things. I haven't come across them.
So
Tyler,
I guess Tuesday night when it rolled out, there apparently everybody decided all at once, and my one buddy said, "Yeah, the servers are going dead because everybody's on right now." But can you picture this? They sold 700,000 pre-sale of the deluxe version.
Those are just the online
$100 a
people.
pop.
Hey, guess what?
Yeah.
Some people, Jim.
I'm saying who got the pre-order Dynasty.
Yeah, I was
version.
going to tell you.
I did.
Some people are cheap asses, and they only get the minute version. Yeah,
Zach.
there it is. Zach,
And notice-
and Zach McVey probably has the biggest house of all of us. And that cheap ass buys the non-deluxe version. What a cheap ass!
It's that other coaching. It's pretty basketball. Come on, there was a reason he moved 2 miles down the street. It's that R7 money, baby.
Hey, notice Kevin. Kevin is suspiciously quiet right now because he still has his PlayStation 2.
I have not been able to find
I've got
College Football
14.
25 for the PS2.
Kevin,
So I am going to stick I'm going to stick right now with my NCAA 2011 college baseball game, and that's what I'll be playing for a
Kevin,
while.
I will bring you College Football 14 to borrow. You can't have it, but I will let you borrow 14.
I'll take
Is it on PlayStation 3 or on
It's on
PlayStation 2?
2. All
It's
right.
on 2.
Okay.
Hey, you talk about
Jim,
all those old games. So, Kevin, you're talking about baseball 11's got, I think, Virginia on the cover, and then 14, NC 14 with football. And did you guys ever play? Did you guys ever play the last college basketball one, 09, where it had Blake Griffin on the cover? Oh man, that's a great one.
I might
too.
still have it.
I probably
might
did
still have
play
it
it,
somewhere.
but
I've still got it
that's like-
somewhere.
That's like 15 freaking years ago now.
Hey, I'm telling you, man.
Christmas Jarvis on us.
Kevin,
Maybe they let her back in the house.
He's leaving us unattended.
Hey, Kevin, this will make you feel young. I mean, my 30th reunions this year, so hey.
I just had my 25th, so.
Hell, my 40th is in 2 years.
40th, you old ass. 40?
Old and cranky.
Oh,
Man,
yes.
Jim,
we know you're cranky. All you got to do is open our text group.
Jim, did you graduate high school at 28?
No, I'm 57, 56.
He almost said he was 67.
I'm old.
Oh man,
that was like pre-Common Core math right there.
Look at you pulling a Jarvis. What the heck?
Oh,
Hey,
I actually
okay.
was going to see if I could find. I thought I had it like right over here in this.
Did you
box
have
I
to
had,
move
but-
everything into the garage? Or
No. Just so anyway, yeah, whatever. Hey, Kevin, you want to play some PlayStation 5? No, shut up. So
I don't need to. I'm going to go watch Cobra Kai.
that's fair.
I don't need your
He's
fake
winning.
video games.
Yeah,
He's winning.
Hey,
I
I'll
just
tell you
need my
what.
Karate Kid nostalgia. That's all I need.
I'm more looking forward to the Deadpool Wolverine movie next week than I am Cobra Kai, just so you know.
By the way, I heard Twisters is really freaking good. A couple friends of mine went to see it, and they said it's way better than the original.
I gotta say, Jim, I heard different from the people in Annapolis. They weren't a big fan of Twisters.
Well, I was gonna say, I was gonna say I've met a few Jim's friends, and I'm betting it's not any good.
The soundtrack's awesome.
Hey,
And I hate you,
heard.
Jarvis.
Listen, I heard from people. Are you saying Langhauser and Nolan told you that?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Those two
Exactly.
would ever go to a movie? Do you
Together.
think Nolan is watching the Republican
Holding hands.
National
Holding
Convention right
hands.
now. Nolan is watching his eyes. He's like this in front of the TV, watching Trump. That's what Nolan's doing right
Wait a minute. Is that why he misses so many calls? He's got to pull them down.
now. No. He don't wear glasses, but I was doing
Man.
it. So.
Wait till he shows up in your gym with his glasses down here on the bottom of his nose.
Dude, all referees hate me. It's all good.
They would rather work for. Hey, you'll get good officials this year. Unlike Miller. Do you remember that conversation during the after show last week?
Yeah, I remember it very, very vividly. Thank you.
Oh, and hey, Jim, when the after show starts tonight, I think you're going to hear it again.
Yeah, I may hear it again tonight.
Yep. Good times. Good times.
I can't wait. Tomorrow. Hey, so where do we want? We want some wings down here. I mean, we're going to, and dude, we got to do some pre-setup, and Jarvis is not going to be able to help. So we got to figure out how.
When do you help ever? When do you ever help?
Wait a minute.
No. Hold on. Jason helped carry stuff out last week.
Well, I had.
Jason actually
I
helped
felt
with
obligated.
a couple cases last week.
I don't think anybody should say anything in this conversation. Not one of you guys.
I'm pretty
should
good
say
at carrying
anything
cases
right now in this conversation.
You're right. Kevin, go ahead, please.
I'm not going to say it.
You can't turn my internet off now, can you, Kevin?
I don't need to. It's like it's not even on right now anyway.
I'm not gonna
Can't stop my Disney Plus though, so I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. Sorry.
You know what, Jason? Whatever you want to make next week or whatever.
I'm not making crap, dude.
It's got to be with his left hand. Here, take my strong hand.
I've already got.
I can flip. I can flip.
I already saw the prescription.
Mashed potatoes.
I already saw the prescription they called me in. I'm good. I'll be good.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna be like this. But I'll be good.
That's fine.
I'm gonna be sleeveless again because I ain't gonna be able to move.
Just make sure you have a shirt on. Just have a shirt on.
He's just gonna have a bib. Just a bib.
Just a bib. There we go.
just wear the gown from the hospital, and let's just roll with that.
With the yellow or powder blue socks that they'll have you wear.
Just tie the back. Tie the back.
We're not talking about jail, Jim. We're talking about
No. When I had my knee surgery, they've had me wear these yellow socks.
I know what he's talking about.
Where they got the footies on them so you don't fall.
Yes.
Anti-slip socks. They're great. Good
Man,
time.
I will say this.
We are all getting old. We're talking about anti-slip socks.
Episode 199, the geriatric episode. Not the
wait a
Jerry
minute.
Seinfeld. Not the Jerry Seinfeld, the geriatric.
No
I
soup
do
for you.
I do think we have to come up with some really good stuff to talk about on the 200th episode. So if anybody who's watching has some really good ideas, please shoot those out so that way we can have some fun stuff to converse about, and we don't just have a show about nothing like we have literally right now.
I think for one night we got to bring back the trivia as a nostalgia thing.
Yes.
Oh, because Chris will win that bull.
I don't know. I want to say Jim might give him a run for his money.
The producer will give him all the answers.
Listen, no. I'll come up with the questions.
His best friend, the producer.
They'll all be about soccer. Chris won't get any of them right. I'll make them about. Listen, I'll make them about soccer pre-1970, so Zach won't get anything right.
None of us care about soccer except you and Jim.
That's it.
Hey, I'm just trying to make it so Chris doesn't win and Zach will bitch about the questions.
Don't think for 1 second I won't bitch about the questions.
Well, no, I agree. I think we need to bring it back for the 200.
No.
Yeah,
Trivia's retired.
We'll get a lot of cheapviewers.com, so we'll be good.
Well, you know what? All I got to say is, since we're going to be live again, are we doing 4 segments or 5 segments next week?
Ooh, 4 or 5. Let's plan on 4, but then you just see if we don't get one that sneaks in.
Like last week.
I'll be like
2.5 hours later.
about the 4th one, I'll be.
I just listen. If we go 4 segments or 5 segments, doesn't matter to me. I don't have to drive all the way back across the Merrimack to get home, so it'll be all right.
I get to come south. I get to come south Unless I pass out on Jarvis's couch, I get the drive.
That's the likelihood.
Hey, there's
Passing
a
out on Jarvis's.
big sectional over there. You can pass out all you want.
Man, I know where I'm staying next Thursday night.
I'm
Hold on, everybody, check the text, and it's not me
Hey,
saying it tonight.
and you can look at the twilight through the ceiling.
through the hole. And then 7:00 Friday morning, Westwood will come back.
Nice. Should be fun though. I'm looking forward to the
Yeah, we're gonna have a
to
blast.
getting
I
that
mean,
going.
really, you guys think about it. When we started this crap, did we ever think 200? No.
I thought
people-
500. I was thinking big time. I was thinking 500.
I didn't think you'd get through May.
Well, hey, to be honest, we had a lot less to talk about at that moment than what we do now, even.
Yeah.
Which that's kind of one of the beauty. That's one of the things I think is the beauty of it is we somehow forced it along, and now it's just part of reality.
Like Jarvis on the bidet, right?
I'm a force it left-handed.
Man, we should. One of the segments has to be a how-to on how to install a bidet.
Chris, that's your assignment. That's your assignment to make a commercial for the 200.
Hey, hold on. Yes. Now, here's the thing, though.
Let's
Go
do
on
it next
YouTube
week.
and
Oh, wait.
look up Tim
This
the Tool
weekend,
Man Taylor.
what
to
day
see
are
how
you-
you can build that?
Hey, what day are you available? We'll video us putting a bidet in my bedroom. and we'll make a commercial. And then we'll video Chris. Woo! I mean, he's already experienced. He used it at Fox.
I don't know. I don't know if I like having this conversation right now. I feel a little violated.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
There's no safe space. You're fine.
That's fair. I did coin that. There is no safe space.
Yeah, you said this is not a safe space.
It's not. This show is literally not a safe space for any thoughts without having somebody judge them or comment on them. That's kind of part of the show.
True story.
Yeah, that's just the way it is. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this show up for tonight because we want to save.
So the post show is going to be more interesting.
We really need some of you viewers that have been watching this show for a long time. We need you next week. We need to be able. Maybe we can even I don't know how you. Chris, you're the one that runs this shit. I don't know. Maybe you can get a viewer on here with us. I don't know. But
no. But it's got to be a circle. It's got to be a circle.
How awesome would it be to have Alan Davis and Ron Rhodes and Alan Davis is demonstrating his calf impersonation, and then Ron Rhodes has got trash bags on everybody. I don't know.
My gosh.
Oh boy. Chris,
those are some
night.
good days. Yeah. Good night, Chris.
Good night, Chris.
Well, I think that does. It's gonna be great.
Hit the button.
I shut up.
Hey,
thank you everybody who is tuned in.
This was all free.
This was free. It only thing it cost you was your time and dignity. I'd like to apologize to all blind people and children for this episode.
Free.
All right, I gotta go check on my chicken.
All right, appreciate everybody tuning in for this another episode of the Coach's Box. Can't even do it. We will be back next week for our 200th episode. Don't forget to tune in. You can also listen to all this nonsense on Apple and Spotify. You can do that in your car. We don't recommend it because you might have an accident. But anyway, thank you guys. Next week we will see you all for the 200th episode of the shit show that is the Coach's Box. Good night. God bless. See you all next week.
This episode of the Coach's Box Call It Like We See It podcast is brought to you by Off the Rails Media. Life's more fun when you're off the rails.